As twilight descended upon the mystical woods, a hush fell over the ancient trees, their branches reaching skyward like silent sentinels. The air grew thick with magic, and the very earth seemed to hold its breath in anticipation of the night's secrets. In this enchanted realm, where reality blurred with dreams, the forest began its nightly transformation. The last rays of sunlight filtered through the canopy, casting long shadows that danced across the forest floor. Leaves rustled softly, whispering age-old lullabies to the creatures nestled within their boughs. The path that wound through the woods became a ribbon of moonlight, guiding weary travelers to the heart of this slumbering paradise. Moss-covered stones lined the way, their velvety surfaces inviting tired feet to rest. Ferns unfurled their fronds like gentle hands, beckoning visitors to pause and marvel at the beauty surrounding them. As darkness deepened, the forest came alive with a different kind of energy. Fireflies emerged from their daytime hiding spots, their tiny lanterns painting the air with ethereal light. They drifted lazily between the trees, their gentle glow a stark contrast to the inky blackness that settled among the roots. The ancient oaks and maples stood tall and proud, their bark etched with the stories of countless seasons. Their leaves rustled in the cool night breeze, creating a soothing melody that seemed to emanate from the very soul of the forest. This was a place where time stood still, where the worries of the world faded away like morning mist. In the heart of the woods, a small clearing opened up to reveal a mirror-like pond. Its surface was as smooth as glass, reflecting the star-studded sky above. Water lily floated serenely on the surface, their delicate petals closed in slumber. At the water's edge, a family of deer paused to drink, their graceful forms silhouetted against the silvery light. The air was filled with the gentle symphony of nighttime creatures. Crickets chirped their lullabies from hidden corners, while a distant owl hooted softly from its perch high in an old elm. These sounds blended together in perfect harmony, creating a natural orchestra that soothed even the most restless of minds. As the night wore on, the forest seemed to breathe deeper, its rhythms slowing to match the peaceful slumber of its inhabitants. The trees swayed gently, their leaves rustling in a whisper-soft chorus. Even the stars above appeared to twinkle more slowly, as if they too were being lulled to sleep by the forest's magic. In the undergrowth, small creatures stirred. A family of rabbits nestled together in a cozy burrow, their soft fur keeping them warm against the night's chill. Nearby, a fox curled up beneath a bramble bush, its bushy tail wrapped snugly around its body. These woodland residents found comfort in the familiar sounds and scents of their home, secure in the knowledge that the forest would watch over them as they slept. A gentle mist began to rise from the forest floor, wrapping around the trunks of trees and softening the edges of the world. It crept along the ground like a living thing, filling the air with a dreamlike quality that blurred the line between waking and sleeping. The mist carried with it the earthy scent of damp soil and fragrant pine, a perfume that spoke of ancient mysteries and hidden wonders. In a hollow log, a family of mice made their home, lined with soft moss and downy feathers. The mother mouse nuzzled her babies close, their tiny bodies warm against her fur. As they drifted off to sleep, their whiskers twitched with contentment, safe in their woodland sanctuary. High above, in the branches of a towering oak, an owl surveyed its domain with golden eyes. Its feathers ruffled softly in the night breeze as it kept watch over the sleeping forest. The owl's presence was a comfort to the smaller creatures below, a silent guardian in the night. A babbling brook wound its way through the woods, its gentle song a constant backdrop to the night's symphony. The water tumbled over smooth stones, creating a melody that had been played for countless centuries. Fish darted beneath the surface, their scales glinting in the moonlight that filtered through the trees. As the night deepened, the forest seemed to draw in on itself, cocooning its inhabitants in a blanket of peace. The very air grew still, as if the world was holding its breath in reverence of this sacred time. Even the wind died down to a mere whisper, afraid to disturb the delicate balance of the sleeping woods. In this realm of dreams and shadows, time lost all meaning. Hours could pass in the blink of an eye, or a single moment could stretch on for eternity. The forest existed in a world of its own, separate from the cares and worries of the outside world. As dawn approached, the first hints of light began to creep through the trees. The sky lightened from inky black to deep blue, then to the soft lavender of early morning. Birds stirred in their nests, their sleepy chirps heralding the coming day. The mystical woods began to awaken, shaking off the mantle of night like a cloak. Dew sparkled on every leaf and blade of grass, transforming the forest into a glittering wonderland. The air was crisp and clean, filled with the promise of a new day. Yet, even as the sun rose higher, casting golden light through the canopy, the magic of the night lingered. It could be felt in the whisper of the leaves, in the soft padding of animal feet on the forest floor, in the very air itself. For those who knew how to listen, the mystical woods never truly slept. They simply dreamed, waiting for the next twilight to share their secrets once more. And so, as the world beyond the forest boundaries began to stir and bustle, the woods held onto their tranquil spell for just a moment longer. The trees stood tall and wise, their branches reaching towards the sky in a silent salute to the night that had passed. The stream continued its gentle song, a lullaby for those not quite ready to wake. In this magical place where reality and dreams intertwined like vines around an ancient oak, the cycle of day and night, waking and sleeping, continued its eternal dance. The mystical woods remained a sanctuary of peace and wonder, inviting all who enter to pause, breathe deeply, and remember the magic that exists in the world, if only we take the time to see it. As the last stars faded from the sky and the forest prepared to greet another day, the promise of future nights filled with enchantment hung in the air like a sweet perfume. For in the mystical woods, every sunset brought the potential for new dreams, and every sunrise carried the whispers of magic yet to come.